What is up, everybody? This is JP, and today we're going to be talking about the deadlift, how it's a trash exercise, how you should never do it. It's the worst exercise you could, nah, I'm just kidding. We're gonna be talking about the deadlift and how not everyone should be doing the deadlift. It's a very popular exercise. I love the deadlift. I have more of a bias towards powerlifting, but I believe that too many people put way too much emphasis on the deadlift and the compounds, the big compounds, the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. If you're someone who's just a regular lifter, you're going in, your main goal is hypertrophy, or let's just say your main goal is not really taking muscle, you're just lifting because you like lifting and you want to be healthy, I don't necessarily think that for everyone the deadlift is the best exercise. I think the deadlift, again, for certain people, biomechanically, they're just not built to have a really neat looking deadlift. You might have, shorter arms, so you have to bend over, more forward. You might have long femurs. It just might look ugly when you do a deadlift. So again, doing it repeatedly over and over time, if it's not meant for you, again, could cause injury. It could just be uncomfortable. Maybe you don't like doing it, but because you see it so often on Instagram, on YouTube, you're like, okay, well, I gotta do the deadlift. But again, the whole point is that I don't think that every single lift is for everyone for many reasons, and it might not be for you. So one good alternative, and in my opinion, I would say it's pretty much the best alternative to a traditional deadlift, is the trap bar deadlift. The main difference between a trap bar deadlift and a regular barbell deadlift is just where the load is located. The barbell deadlift, conventional or sumo, the barbell is situated, it's in front of you. So what that is it's gonna be, your center of mass is gonna be a little bit different from a trap bar deadlift compared to the other two styles of deadlift. A trap bar deadlift, you're actually sitting in the middle of the weight, so the weight's a little bit more centered on you. So the simplest way to put this is a trap bar deadlift is gonna be more of a squatty deadlift than a conventional deadlift or a sumo deadlift is. Obviously, a sumo is gonna be more quad dominant, and then a conventional is gonna be more back dominant, so it's gonna be more harder on your back. But I would argue that a trap bar deadlift is even more quad dominant definitely than a conventional. So between the two comparisons, I think a trap bar deadlift can benefit a lot of people for, again, one, it's gonna be a lot easier and not as risky for your entire back. I think that, again, a lot of people who have had back issues with the deadlift, that's one of the issues, is because the load is in front of you, the moment arm is increased for your vertebrae of your spine, the demand is higher on your lumbar spine. So that's just gonna make it overall more difficult. Again, anyone you've known who's got an injury during a deadlift, I'm sure it's because, again, that factor has played into it. So that's one of the main benefits of a trap bar deadlift, is where the load is situated in relation to you. Again, it's just gonna be a lot easier on your back. Another reason why I like the trap bar deadlift is that in exercise science research, it's been shown that a trap bar deadlift has a higher velocity, higher power output, and higher peak force for the average person or the average lifter compared to a traditional deadlift. So again, when you're looking at it like this, it's like, okay, so many factors are stacked in favor of a trap bar deadlift. You might ask yourself, why am I doing a conventional deadlift? Why am I doing a sumo deadlift? And I just think that so many people talk about how good those exercises are. And again, they are good exercises. I'm not saying you should immediately dump them and, get rid of them. But a lot of you who have issues with the deadlift, again, it could be a back issue. You might want to reconsider why it's in your program and think, is there an inherent reason I am doing it? You might find that a lot of the exercises you have, it's kind of arbitrarily just thrown in there. Again, it could just be to social media. It could be due to maybe someone told you to do it. But I think that when you try the trap bar deadlift, it's gonna be easier on your back. It's gonna be a little bit harder on your quads. It's gonna feel more like a squatty deadlift. And again, I think overall, it's gonna just be a cleaner movement for you, and you're gonna get better gains in the long run. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.